fans live for games like this one.
And a little glimpse, a little feel of basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. So a moment now to see the story for DeAndre Hunter.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. We've got Daniels. Okongwu is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Young. And it's Reza Shea in at the 3 slot. And for Indiana, the perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. The magician out there with Turner. And it's Halliburton in at the point. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
And as we get deeper into the season, MP's let it be known that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, he plays with a lot of pride, and we've seen that all season. But as much as individual goals matter, he's got to keep in mind that the best way to show his worth is to help the team win. And no point in accumulating individual accolades if your team hasn't had success. Winning still needs to be the #1 priority.
Nembhard's shot is good.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Hunter. 33 points last game. Here is Daniels. Nembhard covering. Pass to Reza Shea. Pocket 4. Hunter for 3. Long with the rebound. It's Nembhard on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. There's the pick. Halliburton for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
A remarkable three-point shooter out of the gates in his NBA career. Tyrese Halliburton, let him hear you.
Young dishes to Okongwu. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Young, no good. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Shots good by Turner.
Miles Turner covered tightly, but nonetheless scores it. That is really well done.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Young finds Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Hunter. Daniels with it. Back to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Young. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Young's got 5 points so far.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
averaging over 30 assists a game. Now that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Cavaliers.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Nembhard with it. He's covered by Daniels. Nembhard's shot is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Hawks trail by 8. Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Here's Ricochet. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Ricochet has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Halliburton for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Halliburton's got his third basket of the night right there.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 16-4 run. Ricochet with the steal. Here's Young. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And both free throws good for Nembhard. Here we are in the middle of the season, and Doris, are most of these teams where you expected they'd be in the standings?
I think, Kevin, what's always fascinating about the way a season plays, there's usually 1 or 2 surprises. It might be a team-driven surprise or maybe the emergence of a player that was unexpected. But that is always what you love about this sport. Guys work hard to exceed expectations of them. Same thing can be said of the teams.
And here are the Pacers now, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Chalk up 2 there.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Ricochet wide open. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Ricochet ready to go once he got it.
Nembhard the pass to Wall. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
He hits both from the stripe. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better, and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters. You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Okongwu's shot is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Daniels with it. Halliburton picks him up. Daniels, no good. Indiana leading by 7. Indiana moving it around. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Shot from 12. Bank shot, no good. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Pacers. And you know what? We've run out of superlatives to describe this club. They've been untouchable. 31 straight wins. Do you hear me? 31. And sometimes it looks like they're not even breaking a sweat.
Look, at the end of the day, this team, of course, wants to win an NBA championship when it's all said and done. And you know that's what they have their sights on. But it is so nice to enjoy the hype and accolades of a team that is right now steamrolling through the entire league in this incredible stretch. Wow, this has been an amazing thing to watch.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, the Magician in that last matchup against the Pistons had a huge game. He scored 25 points and had a season high in boards. He was doing work on the glass. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Now Johnson, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Back to Young for the three. They get it back.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
On the wing, Mathurin. The jump hook. That's good by Wong. Wong's got 8 points.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
Now Young. 8 points for him. Johnson with a screen on Halliburton. Young, no good. Pacers leading by 7. Here's Nemhard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, yet another selfless play from Miles Turner. Pretty pass to his teammate.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Siakam is checked in for the Pacers. Then for the Hawks, Roddy's checked in, and it's Green in for Daniels.
One shot.
And that one misses. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And he has been on another level this past month, getting Eastern Conference Player of the Month, the Magician.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana. Outside Mathurin. Inside. Here's Wong. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Johnson. He's around 14 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Atlanta making a switch here. Nance is checked in. The Hawks trail by 9. To the left wing. Here's Ronnie. He's covered by Halliburton. They kick it out to Green. Johnson dishes to Okongwu. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. Body the pass to Nance. There's Green with the 3. Wong with the rebound. Wong's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Green with the ball. Still without a basket. Nance outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, Larry Nance Jr. in a catch-and-shoot situation. That's not easy to guard.
Halliburton outside. A 15-footer. Here's Wong, covered by Nance, and it's in there. That's 12 points for the Magician.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Green. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Down low. Here's Okongwu. Good D by Siakam.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
Here's McConnell. Jalen Johnson picking up that last basket. Siakam against Okongwu. And they pick up 2. And the Pacers lead by 10.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Johnson. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. Some changes for Indiana. Neesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Shepard subbed in for Halliburton. Matthews, he's checked in for Atlanta. Second free throw, no good. Pacers leading by 9. Here's McConnell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Green. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Nance. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, Larry Nance Jr. doing a tremendous job drawing the contact. Get the defense to commit. Get yourself to the foul line.
For Atlanta, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. That free throw, no good.
You know, even though Larry Nance doesn't handle it on every possession, you can expect him to be a factor on the defensive end and on the glass.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Johnson kicks to Matthews. And the wide-open shot from Green connects from three-point range.
3 points.
5 seconds left to play in the first. From deep three-point territory. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Pacers out in front. They lead by 7. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Andrew Nembhard is out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. The shot's good from Nance.
Well, you've got to be decisive in your movements in the pick and roll, and Mr. Nance Jr. does exactly that.
McConnell passes to Siakam. Great D that time from Johnson.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. Mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And so it's Atlanta with it. Following the score by Indiana, Nance sets a screen for Rizichet. Pass to Nance. And here is Green. 5 on the clock. 18 feet out. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Siakam inside. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Atlanta again missing. Pacers leading by 7. Here's McConnell. Green with the block. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Nance passes to Green. Now Rizichet. 5 points in the game. Johnson the screen. 3-pointer. Nembhard grabs the board. The Pacers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. McConnell kicks to Siakam. Turner with a screen on Johnson. Here's Siakam. Good D by Johnson.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Rizichet with it. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Johnson sets the screen for Rizichet. No problem knocking that one down. Rizichet's got 8 points.
A true highlight of Rizichet's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
And finished off by Siakam.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Riza-Shea with it. Nemhard covering, and that one's good. Riza-Shea.
No, that's a great sign for Riza-Shea, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Pass to Nesmith. Here's Nemhard. He's got 9. Back to Nesmith. A three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Riza-Shea with it. Nemhard covering. Now Riza-Shea comes up empty down low. Now here's Nesmith. He has yet to score. McConnell, and the layup's good off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Green passes to Johnson. Here's Riza-Shea. Nemhard covering, and it's Riza-Shea missing. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against Detroit. Up top, Nemhard. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
The Hawks trail by 9. Young looking it over. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Nemhard with it, and Young picks him up defensively. The Atlanta's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
And when talking about the pressure Young puts on the defense, I'm not sure the word relentless is strong enough.
The first one falls. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And Indiana making a change here. Weissman's checked in.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
On the wing, Mathurin. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Outside Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And 11 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And here's Young. He's got 10. To the middle. Here's Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Mathurin finds Halliburton. Three-pointer. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Young against Halliburton. Shot from 12. Another shot. Excellent defense there from Halliburton.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Nembhard. Rebound Atlanta. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers. Halliburton against Young. Pass to Matthews. Now Hunter from deep. Toppin pulls it in. Halliburton with it. 14 points for him. Here's Nembhard. A beautiful reverse layup. And now it's a 10-point Pacer lead.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Hunter. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game. Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. The Magician, he's checked in for Wiseman. And Shepard subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Nance. And Daniels subbed in for Matthews. That's good from Johnson.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Halliburton gets the screen from Long. And he makes that one. Halliburton's got 7 points for the quarter.
Tyrese Halliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Young with no one around. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Johnson against Toppin. Here's Wong. Softly drops in the floater. Wong's got 14 points.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Young pass to Okongwu. Daniels with it. There's the three. Wong with the rebound. Wong's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Dorsey, is so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
That's good from Halliburton.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Nancy's checked in for the Hawks. Halliburton hits them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Hawks trail by 13. To the paint. Young, no good.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
And Toppin throws it down.
Explosive above-the-rim player. Mr. Toppin, have at it.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Now here's Nance. He's got 6. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Contenders for the three-point contest is really interesting this year. Every one of these guys is capable of going lights out in a setting like that.
Yeah, the field is almost set, and I wouldn't want to have to make a prediction. These are all fantastic shooters. It's just a matter of who gets hot on that day.
You take a look at Young. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And, Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And the excitement for this year's three-point contest keeps growing as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. Some amazing shooters in line to take part.
Hard to pick a winner out of that group of contenders, but safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks, trailing by 19. Nance passes to Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Wong. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now, here's Okongwu. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. The shot's good from Nance.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Pass to Furphy. Back to Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here is Nance. Young outside. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for Indiana. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
The voting process will be wrapping up soon. Finally. Excited to see which players make the cut.
Same. In fact, I might suit up and try some dunks I've been working on.
Of the trampoline variety, no doubt.
You've been spying on me, Ernie?
You don't want to know. And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Atlanta Hawks.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And Atlanta has possession. It's an 18-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Hunter's out there with Rizichet. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at the center, filling out the middle. The Hawks trail by 18. Pass to Rizichet. Here's Hunter, defended by Mathurin. Hunter, no good. Indiana's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Wong. He's still out. Now he is 9 of 10.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Mathurin against Hunter. High post Young. 4 on the clock. With the drive, he drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Young's got 12 points in the game.
Carving through the defense with ease. I love watching Young slam on the Jets and knife inside.
Turner for 3. Tries again. His 11th attempt is no good. He's made 9 of those 11.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see. Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Here's Mathurin following the basket by Trae Young. Here's Nembhard. Drills it from outside. He's got 17.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Hunter. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 4 assists now tonight.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Halliburton's got 23 points.
Now, Halliburton loves answering a challenge. A 3 made on one end means it's time for him to come back and answer.
Pass to Rizichet. And here's Daniels. Okongwu a screen. Daniels kicks to Young, pulls it up, and the Hawks getting another basket right there. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Indiana moving it around. And stolen by Okongwu. The kick out to Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
How about the craftiness on the drive by Tyrese Halliburton? This guy's ability to adjust when he puts it on the deck is something else.
Now, here is Young. 19 points in the game.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now, here is Young. He's as deadly a weapon as you're going to find in the league, an average of almost 35 points a game. Wow. Over Halliburton. Another miss by Young.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Mathurin finds Turner. Count it. Turner's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, Miles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and I think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Neesmith, he's checked in for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And here's Young from the arc. Wong with the rebound. Wong's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Neesmith, the pass to Wong. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a switch here. Siakam's checked in.
Number 43, Pascal Siakam.
And so here is Indiana. Here's Wong. He's got 20. Halliburton outside. 6 on the shot clock. Halliburton gets the screen from Wong. And it's Trae Young with the rebound. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. They could use a bucket. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Wong. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Young outside. Hunter with a screen on McConnell. Young for 3. Wong with the rebound.
He has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the NBA's G League has come a long way since it started in 2001. Initially, Pacers coach Rick Carlisle said that people weren't tracking it very closely. Now G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim says the awareness is night and day. It's gone from being overlooked and underappreciated to a league of burgeoning stars. Kevin?
David, you've been in this league a long time. You and I have seen its growth. It has been sensational. Here's Wong. Rebound, Atlanta. Reza Shea's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bounce pass, Young. Pass to Hunter. There's the triple. He can't get that one to fall.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Halliburton outside. Down low. Here's Wong. That's good. And it's Halliburton with the assist. 22 points for the Magician.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here is Young. He's got 21. Pass to Hunter. Jacks up a 3. Wong with the rebound. Pacers leading by 22. Baseline jumper. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That one, no good. Great D that time from Wong. And here are the Pacers now. Big stretch here going 10-2. In the corner, it's Neesmith. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Halliburton up top. He's covered by Daniels. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Halliburton's got 27 points.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Here comes your favorite dancer.
And he's checked in for the Magician. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Pacers in 5th.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Green taking his time here. Pass to Roddy. Johnson with a screen on Halliburton. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Indiana.
They've been the better team on the post all game long. Whenever they've worked it in low, they've been able to find success.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And the Pacers' doors last season trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And, Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Now, here's Toppin. The three. It's rebounded by Roddy. Hawks shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Green against Halliburton. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That is his first foul of the game. Nance outside. Okongwu kicks to Green. Out to the wing. Halliburton with the steal.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Capable of doing it all himself. Halliburton showing his prowess as a two-way threat.
Green, the pass to Okongwu. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Roddy. Toppin covering. Roddy no good. Halliburton against Green. Scooped up. And so Green will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. .146 left to play in the third. Okongwu with a screen on McConnell. To the middle. And there's Here's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Green. Okongwu's now got 6. Halliburton outside. Toppin sets a screen for Halliburton. Now McConnell. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Toppin. Good on the three-point shot. 5 points in the game.
Wow, from the arc, Toppin shoots with real authority. You can tell it's an area of the floor that he's comfortable.
Pass to Roddy. Green, the screen. Puts up a deep 3. Roddy no good. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Halliburton no good. The Hawks shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Okongwu with a screen on McConnell. Inside. The shot by Okongwu, no good. The Pacers shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Nesmith finds Halliburton. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And that's 31 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
From deep, Johnson hits the three-point bomb.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Pacers running away with it. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Benedict Mathurin is out there with the Magician. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Wong. Doesn't go for him. Johnson with some nice D. And Matthews kicks to Green. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Here's Wong, and he dunks it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. "60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Roddy. Now Johnson. Outside, Green. And here's Matthews, the 3. Pacers with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively, that he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Wong. Banked in off the glass. 26 points for the Magician.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside, Green. Pass to Roddy. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside, Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Mathurin with the ball. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Lobbed up there for Johnson. Turner with the steal. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Back to Halliburton. Shoots. Turner passes to Nembhard. Clock at 6. Over Nance. A shot by Nembhard, no good. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for Atlanta. Pass to Green. Here's Johnson. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Here's Wong. Outside Mathurin. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Green. Young pass to Matthews. Johnson outside. Nance finds Young. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Here's Nembhard. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Pass to Young. Johnson against Walker. Shot by Johnson, no good. Pacers leading by 23. Here's Furphy. Nice move. Can't capitalize inside. Here's Roddy. Young left side. Here's Johnson. The kick out to Young. From outside, off the mark. For Indiana, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Here's Shepard. Johnson with some nice D. Atlanta's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Young for 3. Walker with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now, Nembhard. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
On the free throw, no good. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Rizachet with it. Pass to Young. Looking to get back on track here. And the layup is good. Young's got 23 points.
And this kid, Rizachet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Here's Nembhard. Fires from deep. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And here's Daniels. Pass to Hunter. Wong with the rebound. Pacers leading by 23. Mathurin passes to Long. Now here's Wiseman. Mathurin off the pick from Long. Benedict Mathurin, and that's good. Mathurin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Daniels passes to Young. Okongwu with a screen on Halliburton. And that one drops. Young's got 15 points in just the second half.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Now, here is Halliburton. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Young dishes to Okongwu. Pass to Young. To the inside. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Young. 8 points for Onyeka Okongwu. Outside Mathurin. Halliburton against Young. Halliburton passes to Wiseman. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We've heard some players, Doris, propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of accountability for NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes of all kinds. Every single game, every single call is evaluated, and you see their progression in terms of, yes, they'll officiate in the playoffs, or no, they won't. We are right where we need to be.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Neesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. Shepard comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Atlanta has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Rizachet. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 6 assists here tonight. Pacers leading by 23. Now McConnell over Young. Long passes to McConnell. Over Young. Here's Wong. Lays it up off the glass. Wong's got 28.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, and this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Young with the ball. Pass to Rizachet. Young inside. He's covered by McConnell. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah up against the Jazz. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers in Portland.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Here's Nembhard, covered by Okongwu. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Indiana making some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Wiseman. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Neesmith. And Halliburton subbed in for Shepard. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Rebound Atlanta. Rizachet's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he drives in. Wong with the rebound. Indiana's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Halliburton for 3. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Mathurin. Over Hunter. And rebounds again.
And he's just eating glass right now.
Greg, 30 rebounds in this one. Nembhard. Here's Wong. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Hawks shooting 40% in the fourth. Here's Hunter. Young outside. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Halliburton inside the three-point line. Gets a very good look and converts. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter. And it's the Hawks' ball. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Indiana. Johnson, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And Shepard subbed in for Halliburton. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. The shot by Okongwu, no good. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Nembhard, the pass to Shepard. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Pass to Nembhard. Beyond the arc. Hunter grabs the miss. Atlanta's shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pacers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
You always need role players to step up and help, and it was no different in this one, as everything seemed to be clicking for the Magician.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Shepard off the pick from Long. Shepard the pass to Long. Here's Shepard from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.